this country, and if Scott Walker survives, so too maybe the future for unions and those who go against their cost and their escalating cost at that. It's an issue I want to take up with Michael Whalen, who says for businesses of all types, this is much bigger than Wisconsin, much bigger than any of the badgering going on in the Badger State. He's Michael Whalen, the Heart of America Group CEO. And Michael, your argument has been this is about businesses trying to thrive, period. What did you mean by that?
Well, basically, this is a battleground. It's the Spanish Civil War as to World War II. And we have a choice. We can either rein in these unsustainable deficits and unfunded liabilities. Illinois, for example, has $83 billion in unfunded liabilities. New York City, 122. So we only have two choices. We can rein these things in or get them under control, or we're going to raise taxes to the point where businesses can't thrive.
Do you think, though, that if the governor survives here, and now a lot of people are telling me, well, it depends how much he wins, regardless, right, if he survives.
Doesn't matter.
That the efforts other governors are taking, including some Democratic governors who've tried to address this issue as well, that will be,
the question
and this result will be the wind at their back.
Absolutely, it'll be the wind at their back. The question is whether do we have enough mature, responsible people that are willing to vote to stand behind people of courage that want to stop the crises before they get out of hand. In Wisconsin, the pension fund's in pretty good shape. I can't understand why they're not out there marching in Springfield, Sacramento, and in New York City. None other than Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel just said taxpayers can't afford to choose between pensions and police, pensions and paved roads, and pensions and public health. I think he told the truth. And if we don't make that choice, it's going to be literally impossible to be able to start a business from scratch in this country.
But do you think, Michael, there is a distinction between the demands, let's say, of public unions, after all, their salaries, of course, paid by taxpayers in their respective states, and those that are private, right, in other words, private unions, where their muscle has been weakened substantially over the years regardless, and public unions, if what follows, according to polls, is a defeat for them tomorrow, what could accelerate there?
Well, I think the difference is that you're negotiating in a private union with an employer that you can put out of business. In the case of a public union, you might even basically be in collusion with somebody who you then turn around and support with a lot of money and a lot of votes. It's gotten out of hand. It's unsustainable. I just read that, again, California, by some estimates, has $900 billion in unfunded pension mandates. I don't think any person, no matter whether you're Republican or Democrat, that understands even basic finance 101, thinks that's sustainable.
All right, Michael, we shall watch closely. We will, of course, be here live tomorrow, not only as we kick off at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. fine Wisconsin time, but we're here as late as it takes until we get the final result.